Hello, and welcome to Kevin's Corner, where truth is diligently sought, deliberately taught, and dauntlessly defended. My name is Kevin Probst, and today, February the 2nd, 2026, I want to spend a few minutes talking about love. Not the kind our culture talks endlessly about, but the kind Scripture defines for us. More specifically, I want to look at the 4 different expressions of love and what makes human beings capable of demonstrating each of them. John writes in 1 John 3:16, "By this we know love, because he laid down his life for us. We also ought to lay down our lives for the brethren." Now that verse sets the foundation. We do not discover love by looking inward. We learn love by looking upward. And the only reason love exists in human relationships is that we were created in the image of God. Scripture does not say that God merely possesses love. It tells us that God is love. He defines it, he reveals it, and models it for us. The ultimate demonstration of love was not spoken, it was shown. Christ willingly went to the cross, bearing the weight of our sin so that we could be forgiven and reconciled to God. Likewise, the Father displayed immeasurable love by sending his only Son to redeem people who had rebelled against him. That is not sentimental love. That is divine sacrificial love. And when we talk about love, it helps to recognize its different forms. There is Storge, the natural affection shared within families. There's Philia, the bond of friendship and shared loyalty. There's Eros, a passionate and intimate love that God designed to be expressed within marriage. And above all these stands Agape, the highest form of love. Agape is rooted in God's love for us. It describes God's relationship with his children. And it is the love believers are commanded to have for one another. This is the love Jesus referred to when he said we are to love your neighbor as yourself, Matthew 22:39. But here's the question. How would we truly understand agape love if Christ had never gone to the cross? Would creation alone fully reveal the depth of God's love? And in the same way, do people truly experience our love simply because we say the right words? Love that remains verbal is incomplete. Love must be demonstrated, and genuine love always involves sacrifice. This is where confusion often enters the picture. In their search for love, many people settle for something far less. The country singer Johnny Lee famously sang, "I was looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces." That lyric captures a timeless truth. What many people call love is actually lust. Agape love gives itself away for the good of another. Lust, by contrast, is self-centered. It objectifies the other person, using them to satisfy personal desire, and the result is a brief emotional or physical rush followed by lasting emptiness. Instead of honoring someone as a person made in God's image, they are reduced to a tool. What should be selfless love becomes selfish exploitation. Jesus made the standard unmistakably clear. No one has greater love than this, to lay down his life for his friends, John 15:13. So John echoes this truth when he tells believers that we should be willing to lay down our lives for one another. Now, this does not always mean literal death. More often, it means choosing sacrifice, sometimes costly, sometimes painful. It means absorbing inconvenience and discomfort or loss so that someone else may be helped. A few examples capture this better than the sacrificial love of a mother who consistently puts the needs of her child ahead of her own. The Apostle Paul summarized this mindset perfectly in Philippians 2:3 and 4. "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility consider others as more important than yourselves. Everyone should look not to his own interest, but rather to the interest of others." That is the posture of true love. and it is only possible because God first loved us. Thank you so much for taking time from your busy day and allowing me to share with you from Kevin's Corner. Please help me share truth with others by liking and sharing this video. Also, please subscribe to Kevin's Corner on YouTube and Substack. And until next time, live bravely and courageously.